Hey guys, welcome back to Tony Reacts. Today, be reacting to the I Shouldn't Be Alive TV series, 76 Days Adrift. I haven't watched any of these TV shows in a very long time. I certainly don't remember any of them. This should be a crazy, wild story. Let's see what it has in store.
29-year-old Bostonian Steve Callahan is halfway through the sailing trip of a lifetime. He's already sailed from the USA to the Canary Islands.
Okay, so he's done it before. He knows what he's doing. He's very experienced. It's crazy. Things can happen to anybody.
I figured on the very outside it would be a month to get to the Caribbean.
A month sailing? I'm no sailor. I've only been out on a boat a handful of times in my life, but that sounds nice. A whole month just sailing. Sounds like it'd be peaceful.
I didn't need people. I didn't really need the society so much. I pictured myself more as like a sea creature.
That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, you're out there all by yourself for that long period of time.
When I left the Canary Islands for a week, I had just the most idyllic sail.
Okay, so we have great sailing, smooth sailing, if you will. Obviously. Well, it may be. Let's hope it continues to be smooth sailing.
And 1 week out into the mid-Atlantic, the weather begins to change.
Oh no, so he does get some bad weather about a week out. Oh man, that's not good.
I wasn't worried. Everything was fine.
Don't panic. Okay, yeah, so that his experience, like I said, he's been doing it for a while, he's been through worse. He's not panicked. Let's see what happens.
People think that sailing is a very quiet undertaking. It's not. All of a sudden there was this big bang on the side of the boat. There was just this huge flood of water immediately.
Oh no, so he's taking on all that water. Oh no. This is not good, not ideal. Could you imagine having to do that? I couldn't. That's crazy. You gotta get up there in the middle of that storm. Everything, your boat taking on water, everything's sinking. Oh man, that would be insane.
Everything he needs to have any chance of survival is stowed deep inside the flooded boat.
Oh wow. What would you do? Would you go down there? I mean, like you said, without having that, you're definitely a goner. But if you go down there, you take the chance of that boat sinking, and then you're a goner then. So, what would you do?
The hatch slammed closed.
No way, no way, no how, no way. This is insane. We're what, 5 minutes in? This guy's story is insane. Let's see how much crazier it gets.
The boat's covered with water. I'm going down. I thought that was it. If I don't get out of here right now, I am going to die. There's 100% certainty of that.
But just as Steve's lungs are about to burst, a huge wave breaks across the boat.
Okay, thank God he got out of that situation. Whew. Talk about life or death.
Steve can only watch as he drifts away from not just his boat, but also his dream.
Yeah, that would suck, but at least you're alive, man. You got that life raft, you got your supplies, and you're alive.
I was shivering a lot, and I was worried about dying of hypothermia.
That's definitely something you have to worry about in those conditions. Hypothermia can take you out quickly.
Steve calculates he's 1,000 miles from land and completely at the mercy of wind and currents.
1,000 miles from land, and you're floating away from it. No, like you said, no shipping lanes. Oh, It's not a good situation to be in. But he's alive. So, awesome.
Steve cannot figure out how the solar stills work.
It's seawater. It was just seawater. It just didn't work at all.
Oh man, that stinks. I can't sit here and tell you that I would know how to do it either. I would have no idea. Hopefully there'd be some directions with it. You would think, maybe not. But I'd got to do something. He's got 3 of them, so maybe he can get one of them to work. Here's hoping, man. Here's hoping. I'm crossing my fingers for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
The orange pigment from the canopy contaminates the water.
Oh, that's a bummer. The only way you have it getting any type of water and it gets contaminated. Oh, that's a bummer.
The currents are pushing Steve westwards, towards the shipping lanes. His only chance of rescue.
Okay, so he is getting pulled toward the shipping lanes. Good. That's a plus. This guy could use some luck. Gosh, after everything he's been going through so far, it's only day 2. He could use some luck.
To get the solar still to produce, I'm talking a spoonful of fresh water was like the hugest high I could possibly have.
That's awesome. He got it to work. So they're real finicky. Okay, so remember, if you ever get in a situation, the stills, they have to be blown up just perfect for it to work. Apparently. Just blow it up perfectly. You'll be good to go. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it.
The firing mechanism on his spear gun breaks.
That sucks. This guy, he can't catch a break. He's got a spear gun. He just can't catch a fish. It's harder than it looks, I imagine. I've never tried to spear a fish. 2 weeks out at sea, day 14, and he is not doing well. Mentally, physically, he is not doing well.
I knew that this was not going to be easy.
Good. He got a fish. That's a big W for him. Big win. Man, that's got to feel great. 2 weeks without nothing, and then you catch a fish. That's got to be awesome. Good for him.
Whoa, what the hell was that?
A massive shark is attacking Steve's life raft.
You got a shark attacking your life raft in the middle of the night? Oh my gosh, I'm crying. It's wow. That's insane. Sharks are already like my worst. One of them. There's certainly sharks, bears. They're there. Oh my gosh, I would not even know what to do. Oh my gosh, that's nightmare fuel. Talk about nightmare fuel.
I finally hit it a few times with a spear, and then it went away.
This man fought off a shark with a spear, a little 18-inch spear that he has. That's insane. That is insane. This man is a champion. He is a fighter. Wow. But I guess you got. What else are you gonna do out there, man? What else? Shark attack, and you're gonna do something.
There's a ship right there on the horizon, right in front of me, and then just goes right by me.
What a heartbreaker, man. What a heartbreaker. Gosh, I'd be devastated.
Every morning was a bit of hope, and then every afternoon was like the depths of fatigue and despair.
Man, those days just keep ticking by. He's almost out there a month. 24 days so far. I mean, they said, what, 76 days? Gosh, 2 months, a little over 2 months. And he's almost a month in now. Gosh, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. And by yourself? No support system? Just you?
That was the first time I cried.
Tougher than me, man. That's the first time you cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. That probably would have been about the 10th time that I cried that day. I would be so upset, man. Gosh. But hey, the good news is you're gonna make it through. So you got this, man. Just keep trucking. You got this. Let's watch how you do it. Let's watch how you do it.
But if Steve is going to survive, he knows there's no time for self-pity.
Yep, pull it together, man. You got this. You got this. Pull it together. You got your fish. You got your water.
You know, I'm looking at the solar still and watching these drops come down in a spoonful of water.
Yeah, those stills, I don't believe those stills are producing a whole lot of water. Like he said, maybe a spoonful. But I don't know, what is that, a spoonful in a day? A spoonful in 8 hours? But whatever it is, it's not much.
Dorado just busted the end of the spear off. Dorado just rolled over and ran along the bottom tubes. It was just like all these bubbles coming out.
So not only did that fish break your spear, he put a hole in your life raft, the only thing that you've been floating on for the past month and a half. This, I expected to get a little better as we go along throughout this story, but that doesn't seem to be the case whatsoever. It's like little wins. He's got little wins throughout this whole journey so far. He's about to get the biggest win, hopefully.
I kept doing it again and again and again for days.
So nothing's working on that to try to patch that hole. Man, nothing?
I imagine it wouldn't have been a whole lot longer before I would have died.
But you didn't, and you're alive to tell this story, which is amazing after seeing everything so far, because mind you, we're not done yet. So far that you have gone through. Let's see. Are you close to being saved? I certainly hope so, man, because you have been put through the ringer. You hear me? Put through the ringer.
That was it. I gave up. I just laid down. I was like, I just totally broke down.
Yeah, well, going through the ordeal that you've gone through would do that to a lot of people. At 50 days, you're what, gone 50 days so far? With all that stuff that's happened?
You're going to be dead in a matter of hours if you don't snap out of it and get yourself together.
Good, good. Pull yourself together. Do what you got to do to survive. Been doing it. You can do this, man. You got this. Oh. Awesome. He got it. He got it to work. Little wins, man. He just got little wins throughout this whole journey. But big wins for him, but what seemed to be small wins from the other side, but definitely a bunch of emotional downs and ups.
Steve's final lifeline is gone. His solar stills have reached the end of their working life.
Oh no, not the steels. So now he doesn't have the ability to make fresh water anymore. It just keeps getting worse and worse for this guy.
Unless, you know, you are dying, you're not getting into that right yet.
Talk about the mind games. Oh my gosh, just the battles with yourself out there, going through all that. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine.
Next stop, England, you know, 8 months from now.
I could not imagine. Eight months. Day 75. 2.5 months. You're almost there. You were almost there.
I felt all the hopelessness of people who'd been adrift at sea before and never came back, and nobody ever knew what happened to them. And I could kind of feel them all around me.
Yeah, I imagine, man. Those head games, like I said, those head games are real. Wow. Day 76. The last day that he's at sea. Let's watch this man get rescued. I can't wait. The question is he going to be rescued by a ship from the shipping lane? Or is he going to hit land and be rescued that way? What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comments. Don't skip ahead. Let me know what you think. I'm going to say land. I think he ran on some land. Good to go. Somebody finds him. What do you think?
Steve realizes that the island is an impregnable fortress of vertical cliffs and razor-sharp coral reefs.
Oh, great. So he finds land, but once again, so another win. And then he gets kicked in the freaking head because you can't go near it because it's got sharp rocks that's going to pop your life raft that the fish already popped. Gosh, this guy, man. He just can't catch a break. Oh, it's a boat with people. That's awesome. That just going right up to him. That is awesome. He is getting saved, ladies and gentlemen. Good for him. Good for him. 76 days.
Said something to the effect of like, "What you doing out here, man?" You know, it's like, well, I'm not out here, you know, improving my suntan.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Still got a sense of humor. Still have a sense of humor after all that. You got to. You have to.
Having endured 76 days in his tiny raft, Steve's leg muscles have atrophied, and he weighs just 100 pounds.
Oh, wow. That's a real photo. Wow, 100 pounds. There's that raft. There's that raft. Wow. And the boat that saved him, and the people. That's awesome. That is awesome.
I had too much unfinished business, and I think that kept me alive to a large degree.
That's awesome. Well, good for him, man. Congratulations to him. That is, what an awesome story. I really like that story. I really think I'm gonna like these reactions. It's a great way to start it. That is for sure. Well, guys, that was I Shouldn't Be Alive. What was it 76 days lost at sea? 76 days. What a great story. And I look forward to reacting to other ones with you. All right, thanks so much for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching.